Hi, I'm Ryan Turner, Director of Sports Nutrition here at Tone House. Welcome to Tone House TV. This, I'd say, is going to be a myth because we don't need to focus on only small meals throughout the day. We don't have to focus on only 2 meals a day. The way that you eat, there's not just one way of eating. It's going to take many different trials to actually see what works good for you. And well, I'll be honest, that there's going to be ways that you eat today that may not be working for you in a couple of weeks. So you do need to make sure that you're realizing maybe how many calories, how many macronutrients, but please do not put yourself in the category of only eating a certain number of meals every single day. Non-nutritive sweeteners are unhealthy. This is a question I get all the time, and I'm going to call this a myth. Now, people will say that certain things like sugar substitutes, that they're carcinogens, that they're going to cause cancer, they're unhealthy, that it's going to affect gut health. And what I'll tell you is that they're not unhealthy. They are perfectly okay in the small amounts that we get. There's going to be a lot of studies, like rat studies, that are showing that these small little bodies are going to be taking in these large amounts of these type of fake sugars. And those have led to not so great outcomes. But you will be just fine. There's something called GRAS, generally regarded as safe, and a lot of these non-nutritive sweeteners fit right in there. I will say I would not want you just having all of these instead of real food, but I would say you're perfectly fine having them. Macronutrient ratio matters more than diet quality. This is a myth because if you're looking at macros, you're likely looking at the overall nutrient density of your foods already. So when we break down your protein, we break down your carbohydrates, we don't want you just having sugar for carbs and just tilapia for protein. We will want to make sure you're having higher iron sources of protein and that we're going to have higher fiber sources of carbohydrate as well. That gets broken down, but don't get lost in the fact that only calories and only macros, that's not going to support you. We can make it incredibly healthy. White potatoes are unhealthy. Myth. Eat your white potatoes. There's not much of a difference between a sweet potato and a white potato besides the color.